Zoom in. Legacy game.
What is his legacy?
Legacy game for Mac Jones.
What is his legacy? Throwing picks?
Thinks we're in 2008, and we're not. We suck. We suck. Genuinely, we are garbage. We are trash. It's fraudulent. Fraudulent.
Supposed to be Lamar last week. It could have been so.
Hello, everybody. I would love to welcome you guys back to the NFL Review. I'm Richie. Joining me as always to my left is Elgin Lopez, Chantz. Guys, we took a little break. The NFL got crazy. Did our own thing for a little bit, but we're back. Nothing could keep us from this studio. All right, so
That's true.
The NFL, since we last did a show, it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's
been up and down. Dolphins lost. Last time we did a show, I think the Dolphins quarterback was Tyler Huntley. Tua's back. Tua's looking solid. You know, he's 1-2, but we got a win back. The Patriots have a nice little win going on. They just beat the Bears. And the Buffalo Bills are coming off a nice couple wins, and now they're going into playing against Kansas City in one of the biggest games of the season. Kansas City's undefeated. But before we get into that game, which we'll talk about immensely in a little bit, we're going to talk about standings and where teams look when it comes to the playoff picture. Now, when we take a look at the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills sitting on top, 9 wins, and that's 2 losses on the year, 9-2. Sitting second is the Miami Dolphins at 3-6, and then tied for the bottom are the Patriots and Jets at 2-7. Elgin, you said the Patriots have a path. Tell me about that path.
All right. So actually, the Patriots are 3-7.
3-7. My apologies.
Wins against the Bengals,
Good
the
win.
Jets,
Solid win.
and the Bears.
Eh.
And here's the thing: Drake May is, of course, I believe, show that he's better than Caleb Williams with absolutely nothing. I love Drake May. He's playing great football. He's so fun to watch. It's just, this team just doesn't like the block. And we have a path. We do have a difficult remaining schedule, but there it is possible. Our chances of making the playoffs are currently 0.5%, but there is a path. So next week, I think our next team is the Cardinals.
Let's pull up this Patriots schedule while we're at it.
Well, I would just like to say,
We play Buffalo twice.
I think your guys' coaching staff is a lot better than Caleb Williams. So I can't really say Drake May looks better or is better than Caleb Williams because the coaching staff in Chicago is unstable.
I believe we play Arizona next.
You guys play the LA Rams in New England next.
So this Patriots team is very strange.
This is one I could see you guys winning. The Rams looked very rough offensively the other night, and you guys have a defense that's a little bit shut down right now.
They finally came out and shut down the Bears, but I know the Bears are already falling apart. But I'll tell you this: the Patriots, we can win this. So let's say we win we win this game 4-7. Our next game, I believe, is against Arizona now, right?
Nope.
It's
in Miami.
Oh, we're in Miami.
And that's where the season ends. For the
So whoa. We usually split with Miami, so.
When have you guys split with us? Did you guys split with us last year?
I believe we
Did not.
Did.
No, we beat you guys on
did.
Sunday night, and then we beat you guys in Miami.
Yeah, we did not split last year. That was the first time in a while we didn't split. But I believe we split.
We always just beat
If Tua's
them.
healthy, you guys aren't winning that game.
Well,
You
where
you get water, pal.
We
sorry.
always just win.
Let's just say we get the win. We're 5-7. 5-7.
Okay,
Identical path. Then we play Arizona.
Then you guys play the Colts.
Okay, 6-7. Nothing.
Then Arizona.
Oh, you need your nap.
7-7.
That's a rough final couple games, though. You guys have Arizona, Buffalo, the Chargers, and then Buffalo again.
9-8.
All right, so we're all.
That's our path.
Splitting with us?
We beat. Remember when we beat you last season on that game-winning drive?
Last season we didn't even look that. We look better now than we did last season.
Remember that game-winning drive that Mac Jones led on that page?
And you didn't beat us
Mike
last season
Gesicki.
because we won 6 straight at the end.
No,
It was a part of those 6 losses though at the beginning.
Oh, that's what he. I
Remember
think
the Mike
he said the
Gesicki
last
game
one.
winner?
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
never forget
We
that.
just letting you know we did beat you. Just letting you know we did.
I mean, I'd hope so. It is possible to beat the Bills. It is possible.
I saw the Ravens shut you guys down. I did see that.
All right.
First time in 5 years it's happened, by the way.
Now, for you, Miami.
For the Dolphins, let's take a look at this Dolphins schedule. Now, it's definitely interesting. They got a big win against the Rams, which a lot of people didn't think they were going to win. But let's talk about who they have coming up next week. This one is one you have to win. It's the Las Vegas Raiders. It's in Miami.
Yeah, for sure.
I have personal reasons why we can't lose this game. Family, big Raiders fans, love seeing them lose to us. We need to win this game, and we absolutely can. They're playing Gardner Minshew this week, which I think helps Vegas out a little bit more than if it was Ritter. But this Dolphins defense looked really good against the Rams, guys. They looked really good against two of the best receivers in football, the best wide receiver duo they have. They shut down Kyron Williams, and Stafford had less than 300 yards. Not a single touchdown given up. And now we're going against the Raiders, whose offense just struggles to get going. As long as Miami's offense could pick it up, play at a somewhat better pace than they did last week, this should be
rush the quarterback too.
Exactly, get pressure. This should be a solid win for the Dolphins.
Yeah. The problem with the Raiders is just, I think it's very clear that the Raiders just have a defensive line. That's what's really going for them as of now.
And I think they're getting to a point where this offseason they might have to become sellers.
Exactly. They're definitely not going to be buyers. It's time.
It's going to be like 8 years
before
they're.
I wasn't a huge fan of giving Gardner Minshew a contract after that. He played all right with the Colts. Just Gardner Minshew is the quarterback. He's too inconsistent, and I think he'll go back to a backup role next season.
No,
I feel unless the money is difficult, they might not cut him. But I do have a feeling he will be a backup. I could see him going to many places.
I could see that as well.
Hot take: he's going to the Bears next season.
Really?
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew. Okay. Well, after that game, the Raiders game, the Dolphins will play the Patriots. This is another one in Miami. I think the Dolphins are going to win this game just because
you actually kind of need them. If you want a chance, you need to beat them here too.
Yeah, this is one of our biggest games of the season because they'll probably be in the same position as us. If we beat Vegas next week, we'll be looking at 4-6. Patriots will be about 4-7 maybe, unless they drop next week to the Rams.
Yeah.
Then I think that's the point where it's over for them, and they might look to the future. So that's going to be a big game, but I think the Dolphins could take that. They usually always play well against New England, especially in
division
Miami.
rivalries.
Yeah.
And I would like to say one of the weakest parts of Miami's offense is their offensive line. This Patriots team put up 9 sacks.
We'll see. Hey,
I do have to say we did go against one of the worst decision makers in football, but
as long as Tua could get that ball out to Devon A-Chain on a screen pass, we'll be fine. After that, Thanksgiving against Green Bay. This might be where the season ends. Primetime Dolphins in the cold.
I mean, to
Usually
be fair, I've seen Green Bay and they've lacked in the games they should be producing the best. They've lacked.
That's true.
So I've seen games where they're sliding a little too much to teams that they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys do take this. Your offense has to be on point, though.
I think so. And that's my thing about Green Bay. Is Jordan Love going to be 100%?
Yeah.
I don't think he's been 100% all season.
No, he hasn't.
they're one of those teams that have been like they're finding ways to win. It's more of just they're just not playing at the level they should be. And they're in the toughest division this year with the Lions and Vikings. And the Vikings have digressed a little bit, but the Lions, they show no slowing down.
Yeah, no, I think the Lions are just proving everybody who thinks they're going to be in the Super Bowl right. They're playing really good football right now. Next up, another game in Miami is against the Jets.
Winnable for sure.
I think that's extremely winnable. It would be the most Dolphins thing ever to lose that game.
Did you actually see what Aaron Rodgers said?
What did he say now?
No, nothing bad. He was like, "Oh, I would love to play football next year too."
Oh, I hope so. They're paying
He'll
you
be a
lot of money.
backup for somebody. Watch.
Yeah, he's digressing. Then after that, 2 really tough games. One's on the road, one's in Miami. Houston, and then San Francisco. I think San Francisco could be very similar to the LA Rams game.
San Francisco.
I think Houston's more winnable than San Francisco.
You do think so?
Yeah.
San Francisco is one of those teams that is rough to beat. But I don't know, San Francisco's been weird. They show signs of the team they were last year, but then they don't look great.
I look at San Francisco. CMC is now just coming back, and plus they need the wins more than Houston does because Houston has an easier path to the playoffs than the 49ers do. The 49ers, if they lose like 2 more games.
That's it. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
The NFC's... I feel like there's such a pendulum shift because last year,
It was
the last couple years, the AFC had always been super hard to make the
Yeah.
playoffs, and the NFC, you had teams going 7-9, making the playoffs, winning divisions. It's insane. And now we take a look at how it's switched. We have teams 3-7 sitting in second position in their division. Insane. After that, Miami goes to Cleveland on a Sunday night football game.
Cleveland's
I feel like that's a game you would lose.
That
Honestly,
most
that would be
likely
the game
would.
Miami loses. but
Cleveland's this weird team right now. They have J-Bo behind
yeah.
at quarterback. You just don't know what you get out of Jameis Winston. You either get a 90-plus yard touchdown or it's a pick six.
Yeah,
it's the most blatant pass. I think Josh Allen is a good example of if Jameis Winston actually panned out. That is,
I think so. Like a little bit of a gambit kind of guy.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins wrap up the year with the Jets again. So it's a tough path. Can they do it? Yes.
Yeah,
Has
for
any
sure.
team ever done it? I don't think a
the
team
Bills
has run
won
the table
6
like
straight.
that.
You guys.
Won 6 straight, but you guys weren't that far behind in second place. We
That's
were
true.
like, what,
That's true.
8-2?
Well,
when
all
were
you guys
6
have to
and
do
6?
is make the wild card, which is very the Chargers are in it right now. They don't look amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the Dolphins will overtake the Chargers.
I forgot the team above.
What
It's not
division?
gonna hit me. Above the wild card of the Chargers.
Is
Let's
it
see.
is it the Broncos?
No, the Broncos are below the Chargers right now. The Broncos are sitting at 5-5.
I don't know what the standings look like.
So it's Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders in the West. The North is where it gets tough because you have the Steelers and Ravens both with 7 wins, and they battle it out this week.
Then it'd probably be the Ravens above that. I mean,
Yeah, the Ravens would be above the Chargers because they're 7-3, and the Chargers.
you
are
have a
6-3.
chance. It's not far fetched.
I think
you two teams have a chance. It's not far fetched. The problem is, it's your quarterback who's gonna decide it.
I think rookie quarterback. I think this is another learning year for New England. As much as it would be cool to see them make the playoffs with a rookie
Yeah.
quarterback again,
It's just really tough.
it's
you know.
just the season.
Mac
The way their
Jones.
season started, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. And I think that's the
If
same
I
for the
do believe
Dolphins.
if Drake May did start week 1, I think we wouldn't have a guaranteed shot. I think we still have a tough road, but we would be in a better
I think you
spot.
win 1 or 2 more games. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you guys kind of benefited from not playing him right away. I think
I
you
do
can't
agree
throw a
with
quarterback
that.
in there,
I
right?
do
Because
agree
look
with
what
that.
happened when. Okay, Jaden Daniels is just that one in every couple years. You get
Well-
a rookie that looks great. Stroud.
Look at Caleb Williams. Look how
Exactly.
he
I don't think Caleb was fully NFL ready.
No,
I think
he
he should
wasn't.
have sat behind.
Let's talk years before. Look at Sam Darnold. Look at him now. He needed years to look under somebody.
He was also
Exactly.
in a terrible Jets organization.
I honestly think
Yeah, I agree.
if Josh Rosen was under somebody and watched and learned, he would probably still be in the NFL. But the fact that they started him right out the gates in week 1, he looked bad, and then they cut him.
And then
yeah.
there's 2 teams, one for the NFC and one for the
Jordan
Bengals.
Love.
Unfortunately,
Exactly.
I think this team, the Bengals, I think they're one of the best teams. Their record's just not showing it. I don't think you guys know. Joe Burrow is playing at an incredible level. So is
Oh, no,
Jamar.
he's playing great.
But they just
It's that first
they
couple
just
weeks.
lose in the most painful ways possible.
2 losses to Baltimore. He had 5 touchdowns in both of those games.
Mm.
Yes, and you know what's even? I watched that their last matchup.
Thursday night.
I do believe there was a pass interference on that 2-point conversion.
Oh, I do too, for sure. We can now talk about the Bills. The Bills' way to get the 1 seed.
And then
I got you.
but the Bengals are in a similar spot as ours, but I believe they're the better team out of both of us.
I think it would come down to Bengals, Miami, and maybe Denver
Mm-hmm.
for that last spot for the playoffs.
Honestly, well, how Denver?
Denver's very.
I'm not gonna
inconsistent.
lie. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is the best rookie quarterback, but Bo Nix,
yeah.
dog, he is.
He was one I didn't expect to look good off the gate.
So my thinking, well, I thought he was the 3rd best quarterback out of the draft. I'm not gonna even lie.
Behind who? Caleb and
Jaden.
Jaden.
Caleb-
Well, I mean, who was the other quarterbacks?
Well,
Penix,
you have
who hasn't
Drake
played
May.
yet. Drake May, okay.
You have JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, who both of them haven't played yet. And then you
Yeah.
have anyone, and then Ritter.
Yeah.
Ritter hasn't looked too good.
Ritter is not a rookie.
Ritter is a rookie.
No, Desmond Ritter.
Or not Desmond Ritter, I'm sorry. Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Spencer
Ritter,
Rattler.
Rattler.
There, like I said, I legit looked at Bo Nix is the closest I feel like to Josh Allen I've seen in a while, and that's hard to say. Like
I mean, I could see it. Big statures.
he's
mobile
just so
guys.
static-y. Like one play you'll get the most amazing 50-yard 360 hurdle someone, and then next play you'll get a 1-yard interception pick 6 that you just that's what I see out of him.
I think Raiders fans have to really hope that he doesn't turn out to be good because that division, 3 really
Superstar
good quarterbacks.
quarterback, yeah.
I still think Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback.
No, me too. Yeah, me too.
They just
Patrick
changed the
Mahomes, of
scheme.
course, and then now you have Bo Nix, that just puts the Raiders in.
I think once you get like a second
Terrible
year,
position.
like next year, the Chargers will look even better. I like their coach, and I like their coaching staff in specific. I think
so,
they
yeah.
just need a couple years to develop.
Yeah, that's
that's
all
it.
it is. You can't just expect.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
I do believe this is the AFC's off year, kind of. There's a little bit of their off year because we had a lot of all right teams, and now there's one NFC team that was really hot this season and just they're suffering some from injuries, but they're still playing really well, and that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Bucks.
They're not going to make it.
I think they're gonna. They have the easiest remaining schedule. Their hardest team they play is the Chargers.
I don't think they're going to make it.
I think they can. I think they can make it because the way they're playing, they've lost in the same 3 ways.
Exactly why I don't think they're going to make it.
They've.
Think so?
I think they will make it because they play. I think they play Carolina next.
Carolina doesn't look bad.
If they lose to Carolina, though, then there's an issue there.
Yeah, but Baker Mayfield. I don't know if y'all saw Baker Mayfield on 4th and 7 was stiff arming Nick Bosa.
Yeah, that was cool.
And Baker Mayfield's just been playing his butt off, and he's really getting out there. But the Bucks have the easiest remaining schedule in the league, and honestly, they're in the NFC right now. I don't see the Falcons holding on to the division. They are losing. The Falcons. I think they just need another year, one more year. I think they have the team. Things are just there. They're still working out the kinks and stuff. But I do believe that the Buccaneers are going to take the division last. Like I think it's going to be down to the last 2 weeks.
I can't. I think Baker Mayfield is playing out of this world, but I think his team is selling for him, and their defense. I cannot. Like, as much as I want Baker to go to the playoff. That is the guy that, like, you look up to in the NFL because he's just, like, wow. Like, that.
Yeah.
Through everything he's gone through, just wow. But I just feel like that defense is selling him. I mean, even his kicker. Hey, when has a kicker missed? That's another story. But.
And then another thing for the game, I watched the whole Kansas City when they played Kansas City. I'll be honest with you. When they went to overtime and they said that they had Chiefs ball, you could tell in Baker's face he lost the game. He knew his defense wasn't going to stop him.
Yeah.
So Baker Mayfield has I think Baker Mayfield has lost the same way in overtime to the Falcons and the Chiefs. And listen, as a coach, I've been on the receiving end of because for my work we do it the same way as the NFL overtime rules, and it is brutal to not get the ball first and lose because you did not get the ball first.
It's rough.
It is
definitely.
awful.
Fix the overtime rules. That's what I always say.
Please fix them. But I believe the Bucks have the clearest path. They have their destiny. They actually have a 20% chance of making the playoffs, which is the highest out of all the NFC teams that are outside right now.
Really?
Yes.
So then that would leave. I'm just trying to leave the teams that are kind of out of the playoff picture right now
The
in the
Bears.
NFC. The
Do you
Bears.
think the Seahawks miss?
Yes, the Seahawks miss.
I think the Seahawks are. The NFC West is too tough for them right now, and I think they're about to fall out from the earth. When you take a look at the NFC East, today's is Thursday, so tonight the Commanders play the Eagles. That is a huge game. That's 1 and 2 in the division.
Yeah.
Quick pick. I think the Commanders actually take it.
Commanders win it, yeah.
I picked the Commanders to win the division a couple weeks ago because little thing. The NFC that division has never had a repeating division champ.
Never.
Ever.
Ever in history?
It's not ever in history. It's been 20
I
plus
remember
years.
it's been a while. So.
There's never been a repeating champion. So
Washington's due to take it.
And then Dallas season just literally just fell apart right in front of them.
Dak's out for the year, so
and
they're
they're already in a rough spot before that, and it's that and the Giants. And by the way, Adam Schefter did tweet a couple days ago, that Daniel Jones played his last snap. He believes Daniel Jones played his last snap as a Giant. I don't think so, but Brian Dable's tone has changed. No, Daniel Jones' slows have been really showing
When
the
are they
high
gonna put in Drew
quarterback.
Lock? When are they going to start someone? Maybe Tommy DeVito. When are they going to put in a backup? Because it's kind of over for Daniel Jones.
Well, the season's over for the Giants, so why? Like,
the Giants do.
What is
try
that?
getting the most out of you could for Daniel Jones.
If it's
to trade
over,
him.
why just sit and put your team
Keep
through
the
agony
value
room?
he has already. I guarantee you, the Giants, they could definitely get someone to trade for him, but I don't know if
That
anyone.
contract.
That's the contract.
They're gonna have to split that contract for sure.
Yeah, because most teams try to split out the contract, but that contract's just too ridiculous to take on right now. And by the way, if he goes on injury, the Giants are screwed. He's guaranteed all the money. They have.
Yeah.
I think the reason why he's starting is because of the money. Because if they don't start him, he's going to get a guaranteed either way. Because, and by the way, I think contracts should have performance, not. They do have performance bonuses, like the guaranteed is fully guaranteed. But I think your salary should be based on how you perform each season. So let's say Josh Allen, he just signed a mega deal. He signed a mega deal a couple seasons ago.
Not even that big, but yeah.
And then Daniel Jones, he signed a mega deal. I think a couple seasons ago they chose
Daniel Jones is gonna pay more than Josh right now.
Yeah,
crazy.
And what's crazy is that if you have a very rough year, I think your pay should really reflect how. Listen. I know.
Injuries happen though.
Injuries happen. Injuries will change that. The NFL can figure that out. Part of that.
Figure it out.
But please, I'm tired of seeing people throwing bags. Just like, for example, you guys gave Tua a big contract, and I'll say he's played pretty well with what he's been doing, but but it's just the injuries, this is where it gets tricky. The concussions, it is becoming a bit. They're gonna have to figure out how to protect that guy.
Yeah, because he's not doing anything to protect
Wrap
himself.
him in bubble wrap.
Throwing his head, trying to tackle people.
That tackle, he tried to stop the interception. That was scary.
Yeah.
It is scary seeing him going for a run.
That hit against the Bills. Let's talk about the Bills, though.
I want to ask him first. Do you think Kansas City's undefeated streak ends this week?
Yes, I do believe they end this week. Kansas City, I'm going to say this right here. They're going to go down as one of the. They scream. You remember the Titans when they got the first seed a couple of years ago?
Yeah, and
the Bengals beat them. That Tennessee Titans team screams that Tennessee Titans. I feel they're very similar to this Chiefs team.
So does that also mean that the Chiefs aren't gonna three-peat?
I think there's just too many there's just too many more. I think there's more talented teams in the AFC. I think I will say this, if the Bengals are in the playoffs and they get to Kansas City, I think their season's over right there. Kansas City has their number in the playoffs.
Really? Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, I'll ask you same thing. Is the Chiefs' undefeated season ending this week?
I think it is.
So.
I think it should have ended a week ago. They just voodoo magicked up a field goal block. So I think that happened. Sometimes I think things happen just to play out. So Buffalo could be the team to knock them off on a bigger stage because
more views.
Yeah, more views, more people would want to see that.
That's where the scripted theories come in.
I don't think it's scripted. I think nature just plays a good hand.
So, on top of that,
Buffalo would win. Yes.
Do you think the Buffalo Bills get the number 1 seed in the AFC?
I think.
Well, you guys lost to Baltimore this year, right?
We've only lost 2 games, but if we beat the Chiefs, only us and the Chiefs could get the number 1 seed.
Really?
Yep.
Then what's wrong with Baltimore?
Huh? They did. I think they just lost an extra game from us.
Well, I mean, that's assuming everybody wins out. Which
Yeah.
No.
So
there's a lot of ifs.
The Chiefs would have to lose again, one more game.
Do you know the Chiefs
and we'd have to
schedule
continue
after you
winning.
guys?
I don't think you guys are gonna win out. I think
we lose one. It depends. If we,
drop one to the Patriots, please.
no, I don't think.
it really depends because I feel like if say we win against the Chiefs, you have the 49ers the next week, not the next week. So I'm pretty sure we have a bye week. We have a bye week, and then you have the 49ers. Which if we win that, I think we could beat the Rams, and even though the Lions look unstoppable, the Lions have
You
played
guys play
a
the
bad.
Lions this year?
The Lions have played a
dude.
bad game here and there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the Lions know how. Dan
Let me
Lions
Campbell,
could beat
see.
good teams.
Let me
That's
see.
the thing.
do you know the Lions just won by throwing 5 interceptions?
Yeah.
They
so-
just-
It's at their stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could see it though. I could see us being the number 1 seed. I will not.
I think there's too much going on. I think Baltimore could snuff a seed out, number 1
Let me
seed out
see.
again.
Baltimore, I don't think could lose again. That's the problem. If they lose one more,
There's a lot of.
But there's only one. There's 7-3. You guys are 9-2. It's not
You guys are 9-2?
8-2.
8 and 2.
8-2. Sorry. So yeah, I don't think it's.
Let me.
I do think I'm gonna say this. I think I think the
7
Chiefs
and
will end up
3.
losing the Broncos. The
They're
Broncos
7
just
and 3.
had their number that game.
Yeah, so it's right then and there. I think it's still too early to call.
Watching that Broncos
see.
game,
Well, that's what I was
that
asking.
field goal block, I'm gonna agree with you, was just straight out. That was just something. I don't know what Mahomes does before the game. He must have prayed to the heavens for that.
Okay,
I think
then I'll
he prayed
re-ask
to the
this.
other side, man. He's conjuring up something crazy.
Are the Chiefs gonna remain the number 1 seed in the AFC, or do you
I
think
don't
it's
think
gonna be a
they'll finish
different
this.
team?
You guys remember? I was talking to Chantz about this a little earlier. Elgin, do you remember? Was it the COVID year or maybe a year after?
The Steelers.
Corvette Steelers. They started off 12-0.
Oh my gosh, that team.
Oh man.
They had an easy. They I think I remember that year. They had a really easy remaining schedule, and they dropped their first loss against that Alex Smith-led
that
Commanders.
was the
And
year
then the
Commanders won
Bills.
the division. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Bills
Chase
won
Young
it.
rookie year. Yeah. Then they did lose to you guys.
And it was because the Steelers. But here's the thing with that Chiefs team, they're so. Mahomes just I
He
don't know,
does not
he
look
talks
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
He's great and all, but like I'll be honest with you, the reason why Kansas City's winning games, the defense. They are suffocating. That defense, I believe, is a top 5 unit, but the offense is. Watching them. They struggle. They definitely struggle in short. Like
Can I tell you guys something?
I also would,
If I mean I don't wish an injury on anybody. I'm just saying in a hypothetical where Patrick Mahomes wasn't to play for the Chiefs right now, if they had any other quarterback in, I think
they
would
missed the
be- I
playoffs.
think they'd be terrible. They'd be
Yeah.
maybe a 3-win team right now.
I do believe Mahomes does help, but people will say, "Oh, it's because of Mahomes," but Mahomes'
So,
stats are great.
In the regular
he's
season,
more of a game manager this year, to be honest with you. I haven't seen that Mahomes magic.
Teams maybe have found an
In
answer
the-
for it, but
Yeah.
they're still undefeated, which is insane.
in the recent years of Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, Josh Allen has the best record against him in the regular season.
What about playoffs, buddy?
We're not talking about playoffs.
What about where it matters?
Have you made the playoffs?
We
Who's your
did.
quarterback?
We did.
Isn't he retired
That
for a
2021
CBS
year
show
was
now?
that 2021 year. That Patriots team was so fun to watch, and then
Oh man, we got him talking about the Patriot. You got him
Yeah.
reminiscing about them old Pat days.
Mac Jones's rookie year was sensational, and then
Wait, you did?
and then we started making. By the way, I still have a shirt. I have a shirt that says "We want Allen" as that 2021 season before the playoffs.
And then we
The
beat
shirt
them?
said "We want Buffalo," or it was
How
like
come
we,
you don't wear that one as often as?
because
you wear that
we
this
lost 10-47. I'm not wearing that.
Well, guys, quick little tidbit: the Dolphins were the only Florida team to win.
Yeah,
this week.
I did see that.
Any
They-
football?
Poor
any
Gabriel Davis.
out of high school.
Poor Gabe Davis.
Poor Gabe Davis. He should have stayed. Shouldn't he?
Should have stayed. We.
I thought Jacksonville was going to do it for sure. For some reason, Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts again.
Yeah.
Oh, the Vikings. Oh, another thing about the Vikings.
The Hawk Tua girl.
I still
was
think they'll make the playoffs. The Vikings will make the playoffs. By the way, that rumor I saw it on Twitter. Sam Darnold was dating the Hawk Tua girl or whatever. I found out that was false. So
Is
You
it?
thought that was true?
I thought
I thought it was true.
You,
Really?
you thought that guy was
That
dating-
guy was with this girl. No.
Look. Why else would he be doing so well? That's the only thing I can think of.
Wow. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We missed it. We're back. If all goes well, we'll have an episode tomorrow reviewing the Thursday night game and talking about the games coming up on Sunday. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys again
You
soon.
guys. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
On the sports show.
Legacy game.
What is his legacy?
Legacy
What is
game
it?
for Mac Jones.
What is his legacy? Throwing picks?
Chiefs were in 2008, and they're not. We suck. We suck. Genuinely, we are garbage. We are trash. It's fraudulent. Fraudulent.
Supposed to be Lamar last week. It could have been so